And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
All right, love the Ask Roz and Mocha podcast. We got a lot of questions to get through and, of course, get you on the phone. Hello, David. What's going on?
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, buddy. What's your question for the room?
All right. What's a necessary food you should eat before you die?
Oh.
What's your answer?
Probably like something like steak or sushi.
Yeah, sushi's a good one.
But who hasn't had steak? I guess if you're a longtime vegetarian or whatever.
I was going to say lobster.
Lobster's okay.
Lobster's
It's expensive.
just fine.
Yeah, it's
very
It really
expensive.
tastes like nothing. Lobster
very
does,
rubbery.
the reward for lobster does not warrant the cost ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
The butter
ever.
makes the lobster.
That's just butter, right?
I know.
Then my answer would be butter because it's just great on everything. I knew a vegetarian who was a lifelong vegetarian, and not like militant, like you wouldn't hear about it all the time, but she was definitely a lifelong vegetarian. And the thing that broke her forever, where she decided the vegetarian life was not for her after her whole life as a vegetarian, was a chicken wing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a chicken wing and was like, this is it for me.
Yeah.
There's no way I can not have this in my life again. So I would say, I don't know if there's a lot of people
Would the
that haven't
same
had
can
a
the
chicken
same be
wing.
said for Jack Astor's chicken fingers?
No, different. It was different. It was the bone, and she didn't even go for a chicken. Like, I could understand chicken finger,
Yeah.
but this was like a boned chicken wing, and this
Straight
was
up,
a
classic.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
And chicken wings were so good that it switched her.
Necessary food you should eat before you die. Go ahead, Shem. You look like you're itching to say something.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to be a little Guyanese biased. I'm going to say like roti and curry to
Yeah.
me is 100% necessary.
Good one.
But in terms of like expensive foods like caviar, I've never
No.
had caviar though.
But
I
you don't
know.
want to. It's not worth. It's fine.
not worth
It's
it?
fine. But I think
I
that
haven't
you're-
had it either, and I'm good without caviar in my life.
Yeah, I think that you're on the right track though, because I think that there are people who could go their whole lives without having curry. I think there's a lot of people that could go their whole lives without having curry.
I'm going to say a cheeseburger with bacon on it.
Yeah. Okay, but assume that like the majority of people I know have had a cheeseburger with bacon, right? Like
Then sushi.
Sushi, you're going sushi.
I'm going to say sushi.
Yeah.
Just like David.
Because there's a lot of people that could go their whole lives without
I
having
went
sushi.
very late in life
Same.
until
Yeah.
I tried sushi for the first time. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I'd been missing out on this for so long?
Yeah, dude, I can hold on here. When was The Dark Knight released?
Oh, God.
What year was that?
I'll tell you
I don't
right
know,
now.
2005 maybe?
2008.
2008.
okay, 2008.
2008, I had edamame for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the pod or out of the pod?
I hate edamame. What a waste.
Why?
In the pot. Oh,
you have to
Spending
have
like $10 on peas or whatever. Oh, that's so dumb.
Yo, edamame's good,
Dumbest
man.
menu
then
item
don't,
ever.
then don't buy it.
I
man.
won't.
Like,
More for you.
Why are you so mad at edamame?
I
for?
hate whenever I see edamame on a menu. I get very angry because I'm
What are you
like,
angry
you're
about?
robbing people.
of what?
Beans should not
Then don't
cost
order
$10. I don't. I'm just saying it's just annoying
I
seeing it
ordered
on
it
the
from
menu.
Uber Eats last night at edamame.
Lord
Like,
have mercy.
I would at least like, I would be more pissed, with the price of a basket of bread. Or the biggest ripoff. My God.
Yeah.
Like when you get tortilla chips at a restaurant and they're $6.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, but edamame is a waste of time.
Nah, if you're looking at waste of money compared to what you get, edamame's on the list, but it's not top of the list. But edamame's so good with the salt.
Salt?
And,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I had it for the first time in 2008.
Oh, wow.
The very first time. I had no idea even what it was.
Damn worry.
I was going to say, you cannot die until you try Loblaws takeout mac and cheese.
Ugh, no.
Oh, no, thank you.
Get the
Yo,
large tray. It's $12.
Shout out to
best.
PC, right? And all the PC products, but
no.
like, I'm good.
Not the
I'm
frozen
sure-
one. I don't mean the frozen one. The takeout
Yeah,
counter.
no, I know.
No, thank you.
What are you, an
That's
influencer for
fine.
mac and cheese?
I literally go there once a
Loblaws?
week to take it home.
So if you are at risk of like being Dammit Maury and dying a basic bitch, Go and get the Loblaws takeout mac and cheese. There has to be something else, though, because I think that, Shem, you were
What
on
are
the
we
right.
missing? What
You
are
were
we
on the right
missing?
path with curry, because I really think that is a thing. Like I guess like a beef patty almost. Too. I would throw that on the list because I think there's a lot of people that will go through life without having one.
There are people who work in this building who have never had a beef patty before.
Yes,
And I know that I
yes.
was stunned. But I also think that's a cultural, regional type thing, right?
Yeah.
Like where we are in Toronto, beef patties are a thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of places like out west, it's not
Not
really
a
a thing for them.
at all.
Yeah,
No.
I would say food, like if you were able to have seafood right by the ocean, so it's like from the water to your plate.
But you have to like seafood, though. You know,
Well, that could be said
like-
for anything on this list.
Yeah. Fish and chips. Like, let's go fish and chips on a dock, right? Like, where it was
Yes.
caught that day.
That's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
also put tzatziki on this list because tzatziki's
Very
so
good.
good.
Clam chowder.
Tzatziki's so
Clam
good.
chowder?
No, nobody says that you have to have clam chowder before you die.
Like
Who
a
says
good
that?
clam chowder.
No, Maury, you have the worst taste in food, man. You really
David,
do.
thank you so much for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show. Thank you for joining us on the podcast. Before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh man, probably Roz.
Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate the passion.
Didn't say it with conviction at all. Thanks, David. Take care, bro.
No problem. Bye.
See ya. Dallas writes in and says, hot dog or burger?
Burger.
Burger.
Same.
Although I like sausage, like not necessarily a hot dog. I like sausage. Oh, please don't isolate.
It shows.
It's not even my birthday.
What kind, Shem?
I was gonna say Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
How
the,
big?
so the skinny ones, then, right?
Skinny or the big fat ones?
I prefer them to be a little thicker.
You've never had a Polish one?
You know what? I haven't. I love street meat. Is that bad? But I love me some thick street meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll still go burger, just for the record.
Yeah, I'm going burger too. I do, but I love hot dogs. Like I love
hot dogs are so good, though.
Hot dogs are so good.
Yeah, but a salty smash burger?
Yeah, no, it's for me. It's just a burger. Like I can never.
We ate
Right?
burgers
Like,
last night for dinner.
did you?
Yeah.
Good job. You make them at home or you order in?
These ones, no, we bought them from a local butcher.
Okay.
And then I just barbecued them up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Katie says here, with WrestleMania around the corner, what would your dream main event be? You can use past and present wrestlers.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea.
I feel like mine's already happened though, twice or
Which
three
one-
times.
which was what?
Which is Austin versus The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
It started happening multiple times. But okay, if it didn't happen,
What about Hulk Hogan and The Rock?
that's already up
That's happened as
Yeah.
well. One of the
okay, well,
greatest
then-
matches in history.
in Toronto, by the way.
Those are the
Toronto,
only
yeah.
two names I know, so back to you.
Like what hasn't happened? What did people want that never?
Well, this year they wanted The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and that didn't happen.
That, you know what? That'll never happen. I don't think it ever will.
You know what match? Going back to this, you know what I think would be a great match, just because styles, like stylistically. Let me throw this one at you. Okay, let me throw this one at you. Steve Austin versus Macho Man Randy Savage, both in their prime.
Oh, that would be a great
Promos
match.
would be amazing
Right?
for
The
that.
promos alone would be
yeah.
great.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
that would
good.
be good.
I would
good.
I would love to have seen that because I think that would have been a great match.
Yeah, because
A really
they
great
both
match.
know how to put on a show.
Yes,
For sure.
Right? A big show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who am I going with?
Who else? Let me just. Okay, hold on here now. Let me.
Does it have to be one-on-one? Could it be a tag team
It could be a
match?
tag team. It's your main event.
Then you know what? I think I want to see like Rock and Austin
Yeah.
versus
Who?
I was gonna say like to me, I'm thinking of
Like
like
the
my
Hart Foundation?
I'm thinking of like my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers and
Yeah.
like 2 versus 2. You know what I mean? So like
But a lot of times, I know where you're going with this, which is like Attitude Era
yeah.
wrestlers. A lot of the times, like those guys all face each other at some point already.
But I'm gonna go Rock, Austin versus Cena and Undertaker. Because those are my 4 in terms of my Mount Rushmore.
Really?
I'm gonna
That's
go
a good
that.
one. That's a good
I'm gonna
one.
go that.
Huh. What are you looking at, Ross?
Did Bret Hart ever fight Hogan?
No.
That's a good question.
I think no, actually, in WCW, I believe they
did? Yeah.
When it was like the NWO era, I'm pretty
Gotcha,
sure
gotcha,
Bret Hart
gotcha.
and Hogan fought.
Yeah. Oh. Hold on here. Hold on. Let me. Give me 1 second.
Did Rock and Shawn Michaels ever fight? Shem?
That's a good question.
I don't know if they ever did. I think
Maybe
that
it's
they
like
would put on a...
DX. Maybe it's DX and
Oh,
Nation of
okay.
Domination, maybe?
No, but like singles. Because I think they would put on a good show.
Don't think so.
Because I know Rock and Triple H have fought like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
If Rock and Shawn Michaels haven't wrestled, then I think that they would put on a good show.
They haven't, according to the, they have never
But
had a match.
They've never had it?
I'm with you, Roz. I
like
think
that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin against Macho Man Randy Savage would be a phenomenal match.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Storyline would be incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie has another question.
Do you know what I also think would have been a great fight?
What?
Okay, just because it has a potential to be like super dirty and everything else. I would love to have seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson fight Honky Tonk Man. And get his ass smashed with the guitar and everything else.
Classic. Peggy
those
Sue.
promos,
Right?
man.
Longest running Intercontinental Champion of all time, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Katie also hits us with this question. You're at the Keg for dinner. What are you ordering? App, main, dessert.
Oh, wow. Well,
Shrimp cocktail to start.
Mm-hmm.
Steak, garlic mashed potatoes, and then
What kind of steak, though?
Oh, peppercorn steak,
Uh-huh.
garlic mashed potatoes, and then the with a lobster tail, and then Billy Miner pie for dessert.
wow.
I think Maury hit it on the head, man. That's
Yeah, we always get
delicious.
shrimp cocktail, but then also the bread, right?
You do, huh?
And then my main is always going to be a filet with rice on the side. And I add a shrimp skewer, 2 shrimp skewers, and then finish it off with a Billy Miner pie.
We went probably within the last year, and I don't get the shrimp cocktail. I get the baked garlic shrimp,
Oh, that's so good.
right?
Yeah.
Where it comes in the little individual like pockets in that little dish they have.
Yeah.
Because then you soak it up with the bread, right? Delish.
Oh, you got to be careful, though. Them little suctions
Oh,
are
the
hot. Right?
that cheese?
Yeah, they sear your
Bro.
tongue. The roof of your
No,
mouth.
no,
If
no.
you sear the roof of your mouth
Yeah.
during that meal,
Yeah.
the rest of your meal is done.
Yes, and a little bit of a criticism to the Keg now. A little bit of a criticism to the Keg,
Okay.
which is, and this was before COVID this started, so it's not inflation and COVID and everything else. I think that they've adjusted their portion sizes because I know in the last 2 times we've been there, when I order a steak, I think I just get the strip. I get it with fries, but then I also get a side order of fries as well because I find that they are no longer providing an adequate amount of fries.
I will say that the Keg is the only place that has mastered the art of takeout and keeping
Yeah.
everything hot by the time you get home. Like they've
interesting.
done something amazing.
Oh, also keg-sized drinks.
You cannot do that for takeout.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, no, you can't.
No, and I
Not
don't
allowed.
get a dessert.
Dallas asks, Dallas back with another question. Can Dammit, Maury and Roz have another arm wrestling show?
I would love nothing more.
No, thank you.
Melissa asks, would you rather give up? There's a lot of food questions in
Why are you
this
so
one today.
pissed, Maury?
Because like, why are you chicken?
Oh,
God.
Why are you all sitting there quacking?
Excuse me. What sound do chickens make, Maury?
Quack quack.
Quack, quack.
Sir, excuse me?
Maury, what sound does a pig make?
Oink oink.
Okay, what sound does a dog make?
Bark bark.
What sound does a cat make?
Meow.
What sound does a cow make?
Moo.
What sound does a chicken make?
Quack quack.
Come on, man.
So why are you all there
Quack.
quacking?
I'm not quacking, man. I don't want to touch you right now.
Melissa
Well, okay,
asks,
hold on. No, Mocha. Mocha, hold on. What if we put on rubber gloves?
Ew.
I have rubber gloves in my locker.
Makes it even more
Bro.
weird.
Bro.
Arm wrestle with rubber gloves. I have them right now.
Bro, I'm not arm wrestling you in a rubber glove.
Why do you have a rubber glove?
Okay, it's not happening
They're not used.
at all. No.
Do you think he would have said, oh, absolutely, if they were used? You think you have a better chance at arm wrestling if they were used?
Also, you should never assume that a rubber glove is used. Because then my next question has to be, for what?
You don't want to know the answer. Melissa says here, would you rather give up pasta, chicken wings, burgers, and fries, and then in brackets, microwave fries for Maury, for life, or your vehicle?
I'd give up my vehicle.
You would?
I can't give up burgers and fries and all that for life.
But we're not talking just your vehicle. We're talking any vehicle. So you would no longer have
I'd have to walk everywhere.
Or take the bus or an Uber or whatever.
You could take the subway.
You can take the subway. Yeah.
Anything
You're
you
not
want.
immobile, but you can just no longer be a car owner.
And because I can't imagine not having fries or burgers for the rest of my life. I can't.
I can't imagine not having my vehicle.
Like Nana can drive me around, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of
Remind
course.
everybody, how old is Nana?
94.
Yeah. Is she allowed to
94-year-old
drive?
Grandmother driving her ass.
She's not allowed to drive. She'd have to pass a test.
Okay, so
like monthly.
Pretty soon, daily.
Like why didn't you just say Matthew would have to get his license?
oh no, you don't want that. So I'll ask Susie to drive me so I can have burgers.
Oh God.
What am I going to give up? Pasta, chicken wings, burgers.
No, you're giving up all of
fries.
those.
Oh, every single one?
Every single one of them.
See?
Pasta, chicken wings, and burgers. You're
We're all
giving
piling in
up all
Susie's
of
car.
those.
Carpool time.
Or my vehicle?
Or your vehicle.
Jenna can drive you.
I still can't give up my vehicle.
You would not have burgers for the rest of what is wrong with you?
Pasta. No more pasta for you.
I know.
No more pasta
I know.
for you.
Just so you can drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting how far Mocha lives.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but
Right?
Jenna can drive him
Like to work every day?
so that he can have a burger.
What about my kid? Leave him home alone by himself?
Yeah. Kids are smart. You
He'll
show them
figure
where
it
the,
At that time of the morning?
yeah,
No.
you show them where the fridge
I'm
is.
sorry, guys. I'm giving up all that food.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have to. I
That's
have
tough.
to.
Shem?
Oh, I'm giving up my car in a heartbeat.
Are
kidding
you,
me?
huh?
The Kia Forte XL?
Listen,
on.
Oh man, listen that. Kia's done me well.
Yeah. Now on that list though, on that list, what means the most to you? What means the most to you?
Burgers.
Burgers. What is it? Burgers, pasta,
Burgers, pasta, and chicken wings.
And
oh,
fries.
chicken
And
wings,
fries.
chicken wings and fries.
No, burgers, man.
Yeah, I can't give up chicken wings
Yeah,
and fries.
I'd be missing out on the pasta.
Especially in the
so
summertime,
much.
because that means that I can't have my dad's burgers.
Yeah. Or anybody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't
No
do that.
burgers, Maury.
At all.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like it would suck if I'm in the backyard. Everyone's having a burger except me.
Now I'm over here trying to think up substitutes. So if I couldn't have chicken wings anymore,
Could
would
you
I-
have chicken fingers?
Would I be okay with chicken fingers? Yeah, I might be.
I would
I might
absolutely
be.
be
I might
okay
be.
with
If
chicken
I
fingers.
couldn't have burgers anymore,
Chicken sandwich.
would I be okay with a chicken burger?
I would.
Right? Like, what would my substitute be for burger? If I could, I could eat tacos. I eat a lot of tacos right now. Right? I could absolutely do that.
Steak? I could eat steak.
I could make a steak sandwich. Pasta, though. Pasta.
No.
You know,
That's
and
like
I'm not one of
a-
these people that's going to make a bolognese sauce and then pour it over spinach like one of those weirdos. Right?
Yeah.
Can't do that. Now, what I could do, though, is if I couldn't have pasta.
You could have lasagna.
No, that's
No,
pasta.
that's still pasta, though.
If I couldn't have pasta, I could still have chicken parm,
Yes, you could.
right?
Uh-huh.
I could still have chicken parm. I could still have a meatball sandwich.
Yes, you can.
You could have a cauliflower bake.
A what?
What?
Like a vegetarian, like a cauliflower bake where it's like cheese and like it'll taste like pasta.
I wouldn't have that.
Okay.
Get out of the kitchen, bro.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be having that at all.
Honestly.
Maury, if there was no more wheat in the world and no more pasta, right? I would still never find myself in the kitchen going, oh, you know what? Let's try that cauliflower bake. So I'm with you, Mocha. I'm going to give up the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to give up the food.
Because there's way more substitutes that you could fill
Yeah.
some of those cravings with.
Yeah.
Hi, Crystal. How are you? It's Roz Mocha.
Hi, guys. Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the podcast. Is this your first time joining us?
It is, yes.
Okay. Well, we're very excited to have you here. What is your question for the room?
My question is, which celebrity surprised you with how different they were in person, such as nicer than you thought or more rude than you thought?
Let's let Roz.
No, come back to me because
Oh,
this is
really?
yeah. It's I got to wrap my head around.
I was going to say nicer. For me, it was Benedict Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
really?
what, Maury, you're right, because he strikes me, before everybody got sort of a handle on what Benedict Cumberbatch was, he seemed like he was going to be Hugh Grant 2.0, right? Like snooty,
Yeah.
Hoity-toity.
hoity-toity, and he is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Really?
he's the nicest.
He is he's so nice, so lovely.
And
But
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe is the best.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, he's
but did you
super nice.
think that Daniel Radcliffe was not going to be the best, though?
Yeah, no, I guess
because
not.
because I think that's the question, right? It's like, who
Yeah.
surprised you by either they were nicer than you thought they were going to be, or way jerkier than you thought they were going to be?
Okay, I have one for nice.
Yes.
That was very surprising because, and I've mentioned this before, it's because he comes off as this big, like, brooding, intimidating guy. But 50 Cent.
Okay, really?
When
Good one.
I sat
Good one.
down
Good
and
one.
I interviewed 50 Cent,
Yeah.
and first of all, he was like an hour, I don't even know, I could be getting the time wrong, but he was very, very late for the interview. And it was me and a bunch of other people. And he arrived and he walked up to every single person waiting and apologized for being late and then said, you're still going to get your time and we're going to have a great conversation. And then he went into the room and he did his interview with everybody. I had the very last spot for the interview time. And we were talking, I think I had like maybe 10 minutes or so. And the time ended and I still had all these questions I wanted to ask. And he saw on my paper that I had all these other questions. And he's like, what's that? And I said, these are more questions I really wanted to ask, but we're out of time. He was like, no, I got time. Let's keep going. And he gave me an additional like 10, I had like 20 minutes with the guy. He was
Wow.
like super, super nice. The other person I would say is Katy Perry, because I've interviewed her at like different times in her career. And every single time she was always this like very nice, kind, generous with her time person. And then
Well, that's
same
nice to
thing.
hear.
Yeah.
But
same
did you think
thing-
she wasn't going to be, though?
I thought after she blew up, like the first time I interviewed her was at the very, very beginning
Yeah.
of her career. And then things like really took off. And I thought that she was going to be one of these people that were, you know, looking more to her management, her people to control the amount of time that somebody had with her.
Yeah.
And at the other times when she was like super popular, she still was very nice and generous with her time.
I have one that I thought was super nice, that I thought would be super nice and wasn't.
Who's that?
Martin Short.
Oh, really?
I thought he
Yeah.
would be the nicest person ever, and he was such a jerk.
Yeah.
Every time I've talked to him, he's
Yeah.
been such a
Oh my
jerk.
God,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
disappointing.
Same. Same.
You too?
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
What,
yeah.
just like obnoxious? Or
No,
he just thinks he's
not
just a
friendly.
jerk. Like,
Oh,
just
really?
not friendly.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah. And I love him.
unfortunate.
I still love all his stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Still a huge fan. But yeah, I will say two people that I had assumed based on years in the business and age and curmudgeonism and all of this stuff that I really went in very cautiously the first time I interviewed them, that turned around to be two of the most sort of giving and not giving a about legacy and the business and everything else. The first one was Anthony Hopkins.
Really?
Wow, I'm surprised at
Anthony
that.
Hopkins is a chill dude. He's like the Big Lebowski, but only British. Like, he is a chill dude. And, you know, Anthony Hopkins can talk about the process and the craft and everything else.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins doesn't really want to,
Yeah.
right? I will never forget. I was interviewing Anthony Hopkins, and it was a real heady movie that he was in. And from the top up, he had like a nice shirt and maybe a tie on, but they weren't shooting him full body, and so he had a pair of shorts and flip flops on, and that's how he met all the press that day. And I'll never forget. I was talking to him, and we were talking about acting and just how many jobs he's done and the recognition and awards and everything else. And I think that I made it seem like what he was doing was a little bit more special than maybe I should have. And he looked at me and was like, I don't think that you realize how easy this is for me. And I was like,
really?
excuse me? And he's like, yeah. He's like people think that it's like this thing that I go into this sort of thing. And he's like, but I don't. He's like, it's pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, bam, okay. And then the other guy who was the exact same as Anthony Hopkins, and I'd always gone in with my sort of like, like with a little trepidation, was Donald Sutherland.
Oh, really?
Donald
Oh,
Sutherland
I'm
is
scared of him.
another
Yeah.
badass dude who is a king. Like, he is so wonderful to talk to.
Yeah.
and funny and all of this other stuff. So I would say those two guys, I was like the most nervous that I wasn't going to get anything out of them. And they turned out to be extremely giving. And then somebody else who at the very beginning of his career, his entire persona was that of like that artist kind of thing. And I thought that he was going to be a complete jerk, but Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's the nicest person I've ever met.
And that's what everybody said years later. But I interviewed Jake Gyllenhaal for the first time when he did Brokeback Mountain, right? And which was a very like dead serious film.
Yeah.
And Jake Gyllenhaal only wanted to have fun. Right? Yeah, it was like wild. He was really great.
You know who else is really nice? George Clooney.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Clooney's the best.
Yeah.
He comes across
He
as being a
seems
nice
very
guy.
friendly.
Yeah.
You know who I thought would be really nice and wasn't? 2 Chainz.
Oh, really?
Did you think he was going to be nice?
I thought he'd be the coolest guy, and then I thought he was going to murder me.
No, 2 Chainz.
You harassed that
I don't think
man for,
anybody's
like,
ever
hours.
thought 2 Chainz was going to be the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, following the man around
Right?
an arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get a minute now?
Yeah. I had a real terrible experience with Marissa Tomei one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I had drinks with her.
No, not fun. Not fun at all.
You didn't have drinks with her, Maury.
Well, there were drinks on the table. We were sitting at a bar table.
Yes.
So you drank together.
Yes.
You drank at
You
the
make
same
it sound like
venue.
we went for drinks.
Yeah.
I go for drinks with her. She's awesome. That's not what happened.
You know, and maybe she was just having a bad day.
Yeah.
But I thought she was going to be nice. And when she came in to visit us, she came across as like that maybe she didn't want to be here or didn't want to be doing press. But
Yeah.
Jessica Alba,
Oh, yeah.
she came here once to promote. It wasn't a movie.
But she's notorious for that, though.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It was for The Honest Company,
Yes.
which I believe she helped start up.
It's
right?
her company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the cleaning products and all this, right? And she came to visit us on the Roz Mocha show, and she was wearing a jacket at the time. And I had said to her, "Hey, I'm gonna take your jacket off. You know, be here for a little bit, whatever." And she was like, "No, I'm gonna leave it on." I was like, "Okay, cool." So it was just super awkward. And then when we were asking her questions, she was just giving these like very quick, short answers, and she wasn't like. She didn't seem like she was into having fun, and she didn't want to be here.
No.
And that to me was a little disappointing, right?
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
she would be one of the people on my
There's
list.
a lot. I would say more people that you think are nice are not nice, rather than more people that you think would be a jerk that turn out to be nice.
You know who
Really?
I was pretty intimidated by? And she's another person that was very kind. And also the person that interviewed her before me pissed her off because she had walked back into the room that I was in. She didn't know. Lady Gaga did not know that I was sitting there. And she was yelling at her people about who the F was that person, where were they from, how dare they ask me this question about this and this. And I'm
Oh,
sitting there and I
no.
was like, great, this is going to be the worst interview.
Probably me.
And she, no, it wasn't you, it wasn't you.
No, never you.
And she walked around the corner and she stopped and she was like, "Oh, hi." I was like, "Hi, I'm your next interview." And then it ended up being like a great interview. She's another person where it was like 15 minutes and we were talking, like she was just so into her answers because I think maybe I was just asking her the right
Or do you
things
think she
about-
was turned it on more because you saw everything that went down?
No, I didn't even hear the other question. Like she was going between
No,
two
but
rooms.
she knew that you heard her freak out.
Oh, yeah.
So what if she
maybe-
turned it on to a 10
I don't
for
know,
you?
maybe, but she
Yeah.
answered like every single one of the questions. She was great. We had a good time. Everything was good.
Yeah.
So there you go, Crystal.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
You guys
you.
gave me a lot of answers. I was expecting just one.
Oh.
So thank you. And can I just mention to Roz, I listened to your audiobook and I was so touched. It was such a great, great book.
Thank you.
And you had mentioned in there that when you found out Catherine was pregnant, you made a promise to yourself that you would be the best dad ever, just like your dad was. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm sure he's looking down on you and is so proud of you. Just the way you speak about Catherine and Roz and how you cook for them all the time and you take care of them. He would be extremely proud of you. You've kept your promise.
Thank you, my love. That means a
You're
lot.
welcome.
I really appreciate you.
I was going to
was
ask
great.
who your favorite is, but
Okay, well, I mentioned that, but
Oh.
I will say
hold on, wait. I got to officially ask the question then, if you want to go down this road.
Okay, go ahead.
Crystal, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Okay, I love you both. However, I'm going to say Mocha because
What the hell do I have to do? What more do I have to do?
Plot twist.
it's your laugh. Every time you laugh, you put me in a good mood.
What do I have to do? What more could I do?
I did not expect this.
Always keeping the man down.
God, man, can't catch a win. You wrote a whole book and everything.
God, if I can't catch a win after that, I'm
That laugh,
done.
Roz.
I'm
It's
done.
Mocha's laugh.
I am done.
Crystal, you are the best. Love you. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for listening. That was a lot of fun. We do this Ask Roz and Mocha podcast once a week. Once a week, you will see on Instagram at Kiss925 a picture that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. That's where you load up the comment section with your questions.
I'm done. Can we just end this stupid thing
on his
already?
face. And we'll get two of you to join us on a future episode. Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.